In this video, I will show how a simple musical pattern played over a chord progression can make a riff. You're looking at the sheet music for an example in the Jfugue music string for the same riff. In the bottom left is the progression. Let me play the riff. Step 1. Decide on a chord progression. This is a very common chord progression. This riff will be spiced up a very little from the 1-4-5-1 pattern. I will be repeating the first 1 chord in the 5 chord. Do I dare say functional harmony? Don't go running away. It is not as complicated as it looks. These Roman numerals require a specific musical scale to go with it. Then it will start to make sense. Step 2 is choose your scale. I will use the C major scale. These 7 notes is the scale. It repeats, and often the scale will show 8 notes by indicating the first note at the end. Chord tones are notes that are part of a chord. Here is the scale with a few of the notes repeating. A chord is made first with a note that gives it part of its name. The other notes are not hard to figure out, especially if you have the notes in the scale. The music we are concerned with has 3 chords. Looking here, we have the C major scale with part of it repeating. The chord tones are easy to figure out. Let's figure out the 1 chord first. It starts with C and then takes 2 more notes, skipping 1 each time. It is C, E, G. The 4 chord is just as easy. It is F, A, C. And the 5 chord is no trouble. It is G, B, D. Here are the chord tones for each of the 3 chords. Each time you play a chord, you could play all the notes at once, but you can also play them in a pattern or sequence. This pattern will do for the purpose of this video. Each of the chord tones can be thought of with an index value. This index value for chord tones are 0, 2, and 4. As you can see, our pattern only has chord tones. Each chord will use its corresponding chord tones. The 1 chord uses C, E, and G chord tones. The pattern is shown below. This continues for the 4 chord. The 5 chord follows the pattern too. Notice that there are 2 layers in voice 0 section. I have skipped a line to help separate each measure. They are 1 whole note in length. Layer 0 uses 4 quarter notes with the Q's. Layer 1 uses 1/8 notes with the I's. That's just repeating the pattern twice with using notes that are half as long. I have used the 5 and 6 octave. That is defined by the 5 and 6 between the note and the duration of Q and I. The second voice, V1, plays the 0th chord tone of a lower octave with half notes. Note the rest in the start and end of the voice 0. All the measures in each voice correspond to the same chord played in another voice. Let's listen to the music once more. I hope you enjoyed the video.